Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here. Welcoming you back to Yorkie's Nightcap and some more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Tonight, I'm going right all the way back to childhood with a nice warm glass of milk. Lovely. Soothing. And with the way things are going on the Rogue Trader at the moment, or with the Rogue Trader, I probably need soothing. Because I've basically been abducted and expected to be a minion because I'm theoretically an heir to this Rogue Trader. Yeah, right, whatever. I suddenly have to serve alongside her to survive a rebellion against her. Wonderful. Bloody wonderful. You could say that I, at least my character, Angeline Reid von Valancius, is it? Is not happy. And we're also travelling with this guy. Abelard. Zone map. Here's a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time your character will be able to access them. Got it. Warrant chamber. And we're heading to the bridge.
The navigate.
Not sure what you were going to say, but you got
And so
interrupted.
she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
The one before you whips around and gazes straight at you, her eyes glowing with otherworldly light.
Mistress, watch your head.
Why, what's he going to do?
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for us? That was too close.
Abelard grumbles as he dusts himself off and grips his weapon again.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
Some kind of psyker, I'm imagining.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
Abelard looks her up and down.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
I mean, having been abducted more or less, I'd say the ship bloody deserves it, but can we get off it first? The entity in your consciousness... Decision consequences. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon, which led to a warp entity invading your mind. Shrinks and crawls in deeper. Its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if a presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me.
Sounds like
the
a joker.
ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said.
Oh dear.
Without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
You hear a few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which have followed you all the way here, and Theodora's scrambled words. give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well.
Yeah, what a shame.
We must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
What do you mean of use to you? What do you think I am, a bloody tool?
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
A blood spits out a florid curse. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
He did a nod, yet gaze is directed somewhere away from you.
And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Nadira turns her head to you, her vacant eyes flooding like embers. I'm going to assume she's been told. I'm playing in character, I'm going to assume she's been told. We must see if the navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin?
Yeah, every time you laugh like the Joker.
The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Nadira freezes, then she slaps her cheeks, rubs her face and looks at you. The supernatural glow is gone from her eyes, and a smirk spreads across her lips. Nadira has joined your party, which now consists of several characters. To select one character, click L and B on their portrait, select multiple... Yeah, we've been doing that anyway. I'll select multiple, hold L and B and drag a box around them. To select entire party... Oh, you can press backspace. Ah, okay. So we can... Okay. That I haven't done before. Oh, hang on. What's in the door? Alright, destroy this field. Keep our master waiting.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours. My soul is ablaze with righteous fury. Ha!
Now you're a melee, so I want you up close. Actually, I'll put you there. I don't like that she doesn't have a hidey hole, but I guess we have to go with what we've got. Dida is a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psyker abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight. At the start of each of operative's turn, the operative can also use this ability against a specific enemy to inflict several stacks of this effect. The higher the operative's intelligence bonus is, the more exploit stacks will be inflicted. When the operative hits the target with an exploit applied to them, the attack deals additional damage. Okay. Expose weakness is an operative ability which they can use a single enemy who is under the air exploits effect. It reduces their dodge, parry and armor. She's armed with a special staff that allows Psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, you'll encounter staves that only a Psyker versed in a certain discipline can use. Okay. Well, that's in the future, isn't it? Forewarning. One friendly creature with an increases the target's dodge and parry. That is definitely something I want to put in him. That's the blast. Analyze enemy. Can I do it on him? Yes.
But of course.
And then I can blast him.
Will do. Be gone.
He's dead. Brace for impact for 1 round. The Navy officer and their allies gain +2 deflection. Well, since you're rushing into there now, so use that. Get in there.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Whoa! Oh, I did the wrong thing.
It will be done.
Was dodged. You can use a hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat. Click on B on any accessible cell on the battlefield to place a character's hologram over there. Okay.
Your end is nigh. And so shall it be done.
There we are.
I bring ruin.
Yeah, you also don't manage to hit.
Was it you?
Oh, you did that time. Okay, so psychic abilities allow a counter-attack. And you can do friendly fire. We're okay there. You can come in because you're not going to be able to reach to attack. You missed.
Actions will speak louder than words.
We did 4. You can hit them.
That is not my destiny.
Step out so you can see.
Cover me! What an unfortunate turn of fate.
There you go. Talk to the navigator. Vespiadus, the creature in the chair, appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes as well as the 3rd one that sits in the centre of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespiadus still lives.
Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and dark marks on the face of the creature. What's wrong with him?
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Deirdre winces.
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the 3rd eye and down his face, leaving a black trail. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It's unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
It's the final... Is it the final countdown? Suddenly the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat and thrusts forward again, and its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can. His lair remains slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Irena's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
I don't think so. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling. But then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black crimson. Black and crimson. The dark oozing from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream, mixed with blood coming out from his nose, and there is a purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
The words coming out from the Vox is a laboured rattle. See, who torments you? I want to help you, tell me how. Cannot bear to see his agony any longer, I'd rather put an end to it. Or address Abelard, the navigator is still alive, barely so, what do we do now? I would not do that, Angeline Reid would not do that. She's got too much arrogance, too much distrust of everyone here. No, not with the way things stand. That's a possibility. First of all, who torments you?
The Edge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, the shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
The navigator starts thrashing about once more, his gill mouths bursting with crazed laughter. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment, you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. What is that supposed to mean?
A rite. A sacrifice offered.
Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the warrant chamber.
Oh, you finally believe me then?
What? Conrad betrayed Lady Theodora?
Yeah.
But how is that? How? He was as loyal as a dog. And I didn't hear a thing, I swear.
Idera clutches her head.
The footfalls of the bringer of twilight are veiled by the will of his masters. Tear out your eyes. See who is to become the champion's servant, for you need them no longer.
The navigator, or rather the thing that is determined to seize his body, erupts into mocking laughter. I can't bear to see his agony any longer. I'd rather put an end to it.
You can't! It's only thanks to Master Spiders that we're still alive. If he falls, this whole ship is doomed. Let him do his duty. You know it's the last thing he'll ever do. If he lasts that long.
That's a big if, isn't it? She catches her breath. Alright, I want to help you. Tell me how.
The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
Alright, I've got no other option but this, so. The navigator's still alive, barely so. How do we, what do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his
I'd rather
people.
not.
I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Idira reaches a hand toward the navigator but pulls it back at the last moment. The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under his eyelids. And the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Navigator appears dead. Okay. We've seen all that. Anything on that? Defeated enemies have no further need for their former belongings. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Medicae. I think you've got that skill, don't you? Atlantic Brawler. Right. Huh? Oh, we have to collect all. Oh, okay. Didn't do collect all. Alternative weapons. Yep.
The Divine watches over us.
Looks like that's about it. So, I want you using that. What does that how does that compare? Scrappy auto gun. It seems garbage in comparison. You. That one. Axe times 2. Your chainsaw does better. You. Psychic staff is exactly the same. How does that compare to last pistol? Is worse. We can give you that, and you can have that as an alternative. Then when you're at range, you're a melee, but when you're at range you can actually do something useful. Or at least semi-useful.
Know your duty.
Screw duty, I was brought here against my will. Alright, so where are we going? Is there a way through here? Doesn't look like it. No way through there. No way through there. It's a locked door. Can we smash it open?
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. A nice little stroll.
At your beck and call.
Don't think that did anything.
It will be done.
What about this one? Nope.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Nope. Alright, what about you?
Did I
Vera?
mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
You're not going to do anything with that
Talk
either,
about
are you?
black comedy.
Let us walk this path to
So
the
what
end.
else? Oh, okay. Officer's deck. I guess we stopped halfway there or something like that. That makes sense.
Your ship's as good as ours! It's all over for you!
Well, that was all over for you.
Pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Who the hell is
Somebody
that?
shoot these men!
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them.
Oh God, we've got a
Not
true
your
believer.
gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her eyes dark, blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
The seneschal's voice seems to bring the warrior out of a battle trance.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
The young woman called Argenta lowers her weapon and scans your party with intense gaze. Then she sets eyes on you. I'll introduce myself after you do the same.
Allow me, Sister Argenta, sacred warrior of the Adepta Sororitas. Sister, this is Mistress von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
I was abducted.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm not gonna say I'm not an enemy, a traitor, because honestly, I don't feel I got got anything to be a traitor towards. As far as I'm concerned, I was brought here against my will. Right, there is no time to talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now.
Argenta raises her chin proudly.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Lord Imperium succeeded. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard their own trading ship? Your orders save the Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Abelard shoots a quick glance.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Was these idiots with you?
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lady. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments, but we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
Now what's happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady, be on your guard.
Yeah, well, if we're going to survive, we better get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Let's go then.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
At the moment, since I firmly feel as the character, I've been brought here against my will. I view these as no more than allies of opportunity. That does not mean that can't change in the end. Alright. Anything
With each
through here?
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Explosion blasted a hole through the hole at the door. Large enough for a person to get through. Alright.
Let the faith guide my path to
Except
glory.
I don't seem to be able to go through it. Take it, that's a weird position to be in. Make your choice. Be up or down. You want to go down? Go down. There you go. Right. Off
The
we go then.
divine watches over us.
Creative crank injectors. Maglev impeller. Let's get these in the inventory. Oh, I can't. Alright, that just goes there then. Door will not move an inch, it's blocked. Well, we can't go through there then. But it seems to be saying
we are bound by the blood of martyrs.
we can't get through there. It says we can. That does not seem to be the case. What's this? Generator hums softly, okay.
Know your duty.
Where are we going? Certainly nowhere there. Alright, where are we going?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
The door is closed, but the lock looks intact. It can probably be opened with the right tool. Does anyone have the right tool? Long live the captain. Yes, your ladyship. That's not going to help.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Nothing here. Now, we've looked in the crate, haven't we? You've received a new, more efficient weapon for your character. To upgrade your equipment. Okay, that's fine. I have an alternative there. Right, but what tool? Hang on. It seems we have it. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't showing up before, but it is now. Draw strength from your unwavering faith. Yeah, whatever.
I will deliver furious retribution. All of you will bleed!
Right, this is me. I'm going into cover. This is you. You're not. You're getting forward where you can take them on. This is you, Adira. You're getting into cover. And this is you. Whatever the hell your name was, I've forgotten. You're going to get into semi-covered, actually. You're going to get into semi-covered, actually, there. Yeah, I get this half cover, that's kind of obvious. Surefire plan.
I will not be deterred. Your corrupt way has failed you.
That's strike, and that is cleave.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and I took care of this one.
Gentry is a warrior of the adept sororitas and a soldier. She is an expert with burst range weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area other than Argenta's strength. Is a mobility command. Is her mobility in command. Sorry, in combat. I can't bloody read. Run and gun is a unique soldier ability. Using it grants the soldier extra movement points and reduces the cost of their next attack by -1 action point. Soldier will also suffer -10 penalty to their ballistic skill for this attack. Run and gun allows the soldier to perform an additional attack with a ranged weapon, which is a handy tool if you want to make more than one attack. Revel in Slaughter is a soldier ability which can be used once for each 3 enemies a soldier kills in a single battle. Each activation of this ability increases the soldier's ballistic skill. Okay, fine. Certain types of weapons let you make burst attacks. Unlike single shots, burst fire requires you to select a direction rather than specific target. Burst attacks are particularly effective against clusters of enemy. Character fires several success in and then okay, fine, whatever. I don't need a wall of text. Right.
Doubt is for the weak.
Run and gun.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
Well, alright, here they come. I guess we don't get a second shot. I thought we did.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, we get another shot. Okay, we do.
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
I serve the ruinous power.
Out of my way!
Brace
Not a
yourself.
problem.
And your doom!
Adira. You need to move. I don't know if there's anyone you can get to, honestly. Give Abelard forewarning. Oh, give Abelard forewarning, sorry. That wasn't Abelard, you clicked on your phone.
I know what is to come.
Huh, he's still got 1 hit point. Fair enough. Angelina. Can't really get where I need
the
to.
chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. And so,
You're in
shall
range?
it be
Okay.
done. Let this be the warning
You're done.
to all who oppose us.
A tactically sound approach.
Thought you'd be able to parry that. I was right.
I will do my duty.
Well, that was some weak shit.
Such is the will of chaos.
Yeah, that didn't work for you, did it?
Death to non-believers!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yeah, well.
As the Emperor commands. I will not.
Will do. Farewell.
Angelina.
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred.
Well, that was crap. That was crap, that was. You ducked around him. I thought you were going to
It
charge
will be done.
into him. Oh well.
Chaos guides me.
Does it?
Death to the weak.
Yeah, well, you are dying, so that's okay.
I'll do it.
Run and gun.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Doubt is for the weak.
Try this
I'll
one.
do it. Each strike is a prayer.
You're done. Hey, Dira.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, you can't reach him. All right. Angelina. He's down. An exact replica of the von Valancius void ship sits on the pedestal. Right. Oh, did we get them all doing that? Cool. Skill tests. Yeah.
have proven myself yet again.
Your character's about to take your skill to... Yeah. I mean, this is the same as the previous Hellcat game, basically. That's opened the door for us. Is there anything else?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
What's this? Cozy seating area. Fine. We can open that.
The strain has...
It won't open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
A melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
In order to open locked doors, clearable, coerce machine spirits, and overcome, can use consumable items. Fine. We've got it. I think. No, maybe not. These goods here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. What's this? More goods as well. Titles and authors are printed in gold on the spines of the books. How showy. How wonderfully ostentatious. Cozy seating. Oh yeah, we're seeing that cozy seating area. Why didn't we pick anything up from them? I thought it had looted them all, I guess it didn't. Got an open door here, but what's in here? First off. A secret area. Operator's gloves and melter chargers. That's what we needed. Bunch of stuff.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs. Accomplished.
Can restore the power supply.
I rise above hardships. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
See, now doesn't it have paid to have someone smart in charge? See? Y'all need to be following me, not the other way around.
The Emperor favors me today.
We should deal with this.
Let's see, what was that? The bench and even the cogitator torn from its proper place. That's stacked enough semblance. Got it. We do have a level to gain, I'll do that in a bit.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Just want to see if there's anything else over here first. We've got goods. Oh, they're there, are they? Books. Right, let's get this level done. And we get exposed weakness. The operative removes all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by -10 plus exploits removed times per bonus until the start of the operative's next turn. Okay. I guess that's what we're going for then. Apply. Right. Next up. 1 rank, and you are gaining Endure. Till the warrior's next turn, all incoming damage is reduced. You, as Psyker, are gaining Exposed Weakness. That's actually an operative thing. I wonder if when we get here that's a choice or something like that, or if you get both. And you are getting Revel in Slaughter. There you go. Right. We've got a door here.
The duty prevails.
I wish I hadn't chosen that voice now. It didn't sound like that when they were giving an example, honestly. %5 armor. And that's better than your axe. Melter charges. What's this? Gloves. And you're doing most of our tech use right now.
Beyond me.
Now where is it? Ah, it goes there. Duh. The sword is not as good as your chain sword. On 6 to 8 there, your sword. You're using a psychic staff, so you're not going to get rid of that. That's better than your axe. Twelve, 17, yeah, that gun's better.
The Divine watches over us.
Nothing in there. Looks like there's... If we can get here, there's some goods.
My path to glory.
Yeah, seems we're going forward. Oh, maybe not. What is this? Can't see a thing. Can't resist. The roar of flames rings in your ears and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You're surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It's Theodora von Valancius.
Are you lost, my heir?
Yeah, I don't think Theodora lives here anymore. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of a power sword, on the other raised an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
You think? Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Theodora watches you without blinking. A snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
Screw your faith, this is obviously a lie anyway. It's too good to be true.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
Oh, don't be a coward.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you. Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted as if there was a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Idira breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle and she looks like she is about to fall. Conviction. Sometimes your characters often make tough decisions based on their values, interests and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in three directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of these decisions opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2, adherent. Your character's allies have convictions of their own as well. That's cool. I'm not caring which they belong to. I'm role-playing. Which means I'm not basing it on how a choice might help me in that way. My character wouldn't know that. Walk through the fire. That's insane as far as Angeline Reid is concerned. That's just bloody stupid. She's got little faith to none in the Emperor. So no, she's a rebel at heart. Heretical, accept the offer of help. That is just a lie. That, I mean, it might not be, but this is her views. That is a lie. That is offering, the most perfect cake in the world when it's a pile of shit in front of you. Yeah, no, that's trickery. So all that's left is I'll not leave people in harm's way. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voice of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grows stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. Back, fall back, we'll go around.
Where did she go? The thing that was standing us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
Yeah, we can't get through that way. Can't get past this lot. So I'm guessing over here. Is that where we're going? Over here?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Nope, there's nothing there. Fallen Stele has blocked the path to the lifts. You'll have to look for another way. Okay. Then I guess we're going back out, are we? Is that what we're doing?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
We can't get back out that way. Multi-key. The benches and even the cogitated arm from the proper place are stacked in a rough semblance of a barricade. I think that was a barricade, wasn't it? Yeah. How do we get over?
Your duty.
What advice do you seek?
Victory is imminent.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's not working. All right. Are we forced to go through there? I doubt that's going to help us any.
The divine watches over us.
No, it bloody doesn't. Save.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
We can't go that way. Okay, I wondered. So there's got to be another route. Where? Oh!
I better
Crash the
myself
platform.
through my service.
Okay. The bridge over the lower deck is impassable. An alternative way must be found, and we have.
Let us walk this path to the end.
There you go.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Ablad throws up his hands in despair.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. Without us.
Argenta grips a weapon.
My lady, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
The officer quickly bows.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Well, we've reached the secret lift. Bunch more goods. Anything else over
We
here?
are bound by the blood of martyrs.
There's a door. Okay. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Generators hum softly. Yep, that's fine. I really don't care about the generators.
What is rightfully ours.
Before we go any further, let's go in through that door. See what's what.
This is out of the ordinary. Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Will I? I'm not staying faithful to anything except my own survival right now. Clearly does not serve as a stateroom, generator machines and crew. Okay.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Plasma conduits blaze with energy. I don't have anything I can do here. But through here. And that's the Lord Captain's chamber. We can look there maybe. But she's the least of my interest right now. What about through here?
Duty.
Nothing there, alright. And that door they all went through.
The Divine watches over us!
Is closed and they're gone. Okay, so there's only one place to go right now. Not there, you fool. It's in here.
Let us walk this path to the end.
It's a secret elevator.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I don't see any reason to be in there, do you? Nothing showing up there. That might be goods here. Ah, what's this? Weird tendrils. And is that her? Nothing worthwhile in here. Which means we're heading in here.
We are
See what's
bound
going on
by
up
the
here.
blood of martyrs.
The murder scene looked like someone... Okay, I didn't get to read that. Theodore von Valancius' body is sprawled on a large blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
The sister of battle surveys the scene, her gaze lingering on the arch-militant's body.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Yeah, why didn't you? Idira's heart-wrenching scream shakes the walls. She collapses to her knees, her body shuddering as she weeps.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Abelard, stunned, takes a few steps forward and leans heavily on the edge of his desk. Or of the desk. His eyes are locked on Theodore's body. Yeah, quite possibly he loathes Theodora.
First, betrayal. Now, the murder of the rogue trader. And Mort.
Abelard runs his hand over his face.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Yeah, not that fast, apparently.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Idira sobs and gets up. She glances around, looking lost. Well, let's check Theodora's body first, because she might have stuff we need. You lean close to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. An extremely accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood, spattered parchments, and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Let's have a look at the arch-militant's body. Oh, he's over here. I missed him. I wondered where he was. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety of the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. The shards by the desk. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell to the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon close examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. And the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you, and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valancius, signed it with the seal of the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Indira, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Fair enough. Indira's whole body shudders. What do you see in these shards?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Indira scoops a handful of shards and clenches them in her fist. With such strength that blood starts dripping to the floor, she shakes her hand, looking frightened.
Tainted witchcraft.
You cannot tell if Argento's remark is directed towards glass shards or Indira herself. Yeah, we'd best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Indira, you can't bring her back.
Abelard lays a hand on her shoulder.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Indira clenched her fists. Okay. We got goods here. We'll get them. What's that? I'll wear it for now. Esteemed Theodora, a change of circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart the Ricard for the Ricard system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Henrix von Kelox, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you. After which, let's see if we can read it properly. After which, you will provide him a passage to the Furibundus system upon your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence and await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator Van Kelox's activities on Ricard Marnoris is of no concern to you. If required, Van Kelox himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. Now, you could wear that. You found an item that can only be equipped by a character of a certain conviction rank, which is fine. Got more goods over here. Got a cloak. That one grants 5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. Okay. Down there. She gets the goodies until she doesn't need them, and then they go to other characters as per. And of course, if she gets one that's better than what she's got, at least better for her, then she gets that.
You will die to the
Close ranks.
Okay. All right then. He's got 44 health. Right, you're going behind there. You're going behind there. You're going behind there. You're going there. Armor protects the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at the moment. The armor stat indicates what percentage of incoming damage an enemy attack can absorb. The type of armor also influences the charges that the character is wearing. It will pass a dodge test. The higher the dodge penalty, the lower the chance to dodge. A character in light armor dodges attacks more often but takes more damage when hit. You have obtained heavy armor. Unlike light and medium armor, heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat that reduces damage taken by a specified flat amount. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating than medium light armor, but also usually a higher dodge penalty. Right, first up, you're getting that one.
It will be done. I will do like that.
Right, he's hurt, but not down.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Study him.
Rejoice in service.
Encounter enemies with various abilities and features. An icon next to the enemy's portrait indicates that they are under the influence of some kind of effect. Magenta.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith. I'll do it.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Forewarning on you.
Course.
Analyze enemies on you.
Be gone.
Oh, nice chain there.
Grey hair, sure hair.
0 damage.
Serve the ruinous powers!
Dodge.
Out of my way!
Just a minor setback. Brace yourself.
Why are you
Avalon.
shooting your own people? You're an idiot, that's why, isn't it?
It will be done. Indeed.
That's done. Move forward
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
and shoot.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Move forward
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
and shoot.
Doubt is for the weak.
And you can use your blast again. Ow! Oh, okay, so it hits friendly fire. Got it. Yeah, I forgot. Well, it's dead anyway.
Death to non-believers!
Well, that's not going to help you any, is it?
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
It looks like we do loot them all. Oh, we've got another level, do we? Alright. That's 16th level there when we get up to that. Dismantling attack, and what's that? Choose a talent. The operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against the target. That attack always hits. Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a minus 30% to dodge, minus 30 to armor. Useful. And this is... What is our perception bonus? It's not plus 10. The target has 2 or more exploits. Okay. Passive learning. Oh, these are the ones I recommend. Are they fresh target? Whenever the operative attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, attack deals plus 10 plus per. Yeah, we'll take that. Cool. And you're getting Daring Breach. The warrior immediately restores all AP and MP and gains plus agi on MP. Okay, cool. Don't know your agility is all that good though, is it? 35. Bonus plus 3. Epicenter of slaughter. Whenever a warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack of epicenter of slaughter until the end of combat. At the end of their turn, the warrior gains +1 temporary wound for each stack. Cannot exceed 5. Not so great. I mean, it's good, but still. Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against the enemy deals an additional 5 damage. Desolation, the warrior's melee attack deals an additional +3 damage to enemies that have no allies. No. Enrage, if warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain 5 tough bonus, agi bonus, critical hit chance. Or 6 skin, the warrior gains +1 damage deflection. Their parry chance increased by 25%. Yeah, skilled warrior. And we got Idira rather, sorry. You've got dismantling attack. Tide of Excellence. Whenever the operative triggers an exploit on an enemy, the operative gains +1 damage and +2 arm penetration until end of combat. Why not? Weak body, weak soul. You know what? I think that fits in with her more. And you're gaining firearm mastery. Camaraderie, for each adjacent ally, the soldier gains +5 plus BS bonus. BS? Ballistic skill. More damage to enemies. Or exploit surroundings. Cover efficiency is increased by 10%. Fired up, when the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1%. It's not a lot, is it? Rack and Ruin. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains +10. Rapid reload? No. Unpredictable. No, she's very predictable. That's not roleplay. Fired up. I see that as being like her. I don't like it, but I see it as being similar to her. How I see her. True believer. Modern day paladin type.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars!
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
Edelfrad, who is clutching a bleeding wound on his chest, gives you a tormented look. Theodora von Valancius is dead. I found her and the Act Militant in her study.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head.
Edelfrad's eyes widen.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the
Not intending to perish anyway, mate.
The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Edelfrad shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch, the sleeve of his jacket bursts open, and 2 bone growths pierce through the fabric.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Idina looks anxiously at Edelfrad, then she glanced back at you. I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. The ship can be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the navigator's sanctum. The ship can be steered out of the warp, but we must... Yeah, that's practical. That's what she's going to do.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Edelfrad stares at you, his eyes hardened with cold resolve once more. You can see Conrad Voidweir clearly in the gloom of the bridge. A broken blade he is holding is stained dark with drops that seem to have a pearlescence glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Edelfrad bites his knuckle desperately, thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelfrad's eyes, and it begins to turn a sickly yellow. I'm not going to call him a duplicitous cur and complain about the rogue trader's death. I've no affinity for her. I don't care heir or no heir. I was brought here against my will. Ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with honour.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Edelfrad lowers his head. Then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, horsey and fanatical.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Voidweir gazes, stares at you in seemingly genuine bewilderment.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
You better hurry up if you're going to do anything. Staggering forward like that's probably not going to help you. Oh. Juicy. Could do with someone like that on our side.
Here we go again.
Okay then. It's like this bloody chaos spawn and these cutthroats are now our enemies. You go there. 128, wow. You go there, ready to fight. You can go there. You will encounter enemies with various abilities and features, yeah. It takes 4 action points. Then we're going to analyse that bugger.
The Emperor commands.
Well, at least it did a decent amount of damage.
I can't allow myself to do this.
Alright, he's getting hurt.
Suffered worse.
Well, let's hope you have. Brace for impact.
I will do my duty. It will be done.
And smack the bugger.
Victory is imminent. Weapon at the ready.
Crush the feeble!
My prescience has failed me.
Forewarning on him.
That is not my destiny.
You can't put forewarning on him. And forewarning on her.
Else?
Analyze enemies on him.
No can do.
We've already got that because of me. I think there might be a range thing. What's the range on that? 12 cell. Right, that's not helping.
What is
forward
this
then.
foreboding?
Analyze enemies.
Was that you? Or on it? Be gone.
To use the unique abilities called heroic acts or desperate measures, momentum is required. Depending on the actions you party in combat, the momentum bar will increase or decrease. A high momentum allows the character to use a heroic act. A low act grants access to desperate measures. A low value grants access to desperate measures. Both abilities completely change the course of the battle, but every party member can use either one or the other.
I've suffered worse.
Oh, you need to get that further, don't you? I think.
Chaos guides me.
Crew officer's gonna die, most likely.
My faith shields me.
Right, Argenta.
Rejoice in battle. This is unacceptable.
Oh, am I out of moves? Hang on, what? Well, it doesn't look like I am. I don't get it.
Death to the weak.
Maybe I was. They're dead.
Stay vigilant. I serve the ruinous power.
Well, that was at the start of battle, wasn't it? Or at the start of the combat round, maybe?
Rejoice in service.
It was 23, that was nice. It's healed though.
Just a minor setback.
But it heals by killing its own by the look of it.
And so shall it be done.
Stop mocking me.
Are you not far enough away to do that?
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Well, they're dead.
Why did I not foresee this?
Can you medicate to restore your party member? Okay. He's not hit enough yet to need it. Forewarning on him though.
Will do.
Oh, hang on. She's hurt bad.
Anything else?
I healed.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Suppose weakness.
Of course.
Magenta. Hang on.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act.
It's down to 100.
Out of my way! Brace yourself, Abelard.
Actions will speak louder than words. I will not be deterred.
Right, you've taken another of your men down. Ooh, he is in trouble.
I am but a vessel for a higher purpose.
I'll be back.
Oh god, he's down. Once character suffered a certain number of injuries, he's replaced by a trauma. Make use medicate. Okay. She's going to be down too if I'm not careful here. She is down. Damn it! Damn it! Yeah, this has not worked out, has it?
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done.
Maybe I should have killed it. Yeah, I'm dead. Let's restart that fight. Maybe it can only take their take health from them if they're alive, which means I need to get them dead quick. Because it's essentially still at full health and they're useless. I think we can take him down fast once we got rid of these.
Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. Actions will speak louder than words.
Right.
High momentum.
Brace. Brace for impact.
It will be done.
And jaw.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
I am your doom.
My faith strengthens me.
They're dead.
Cover me. Farewell.
Two of them hurt. Two of them down. That's a crew officer.
Faith cleanses the body.
Move there.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. That is not the
possible.
Emperor's will. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright, you can wait on.
My armor is content.
Get forward for now.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Hit them.
I cannot comply.
Dark Enforcer. Are they friends? I think they are. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just that it's hidden or something.
The Emperor commands.
2 points, I'm not worried about that. 0 points, I'm not worried about that.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Oh, they are shooting the what is it? That's an enemy though, the heretic cutthroat.
My prescience has failed me. I'm not so sure. Moving out.
It's nothing.
I think we've got all of them apart from...
I'll do it. Guided by faith.
apart from that one.
Doubt is for the weak.
So it might have the winning of it here. Argenta.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Oh, okay, that's not doing me any good.
Death to non-believers!
You're down.
Rejoice in service.
I've suffered worse. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Nice.
Follow my lead.
Also good.
There is movement in the Imperial.
Can't do anything with him. Damn it.
Stop it!
I will endure.
You can run and gun.
Rejoice in
To there.
battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Down! It's an easy fight when you know how it works. So get rid of these buggers first.
Chaos guides me.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Of this mortal flesh means nothing. Your end is nigh. Your corrupt way has failed you.
There you go.
Can I fall back now?
You can use a medikit to restore your party members' wounds in battle. Treat an injury or get certain negative effects. Okay.
The Divine watches over us.
Right, what do we have here? Mantle of Heroism. Iconoclast. He's an iconoclast.
Someone else can do this.
Nope. You can't wear it. You can't wear it. Oh, I just put it in the wrong place, I guess. 6 to 8. Beats your scrappy shotgun. Grace of the Obvious. 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. It is. Gloves of Endurance. You definitely have them because you're a melee. And that is Blade Shard. A blade made from mysterious metal that shimmers with unnatural... It doesn't look like you can use it at all. Alright, now what though? Oh, now we need to promote as well. Choose a characteristic. I see her as having mostly smarts. Yes. Be smart. So she can use smarts instead of fellowship, because she doesn't have good fellowship. I think strength is where I want to go with you right now. Hang on. That's a talent, is it? Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against the enemy deals an additional 5 damage. Epicenter of slaughter. What would give me that? Maybe not. And we'll give you... I suppose weapon skill makes sense. Indira. Characteristic. Intellect or perception. You're a seer, so we'll give you some perception. And then a talent. Beginning of every combat, the Psyker's abilities gain 15% critical hit chance. Yes. And then you. Characteristic. Agility or ballistic skill. You're probably going to be running to surroundings, so... Alright. That's us promoted. But now where are we meant to go? Because everything seems to be blocked off.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Look, where? Good's that. Maybe talk to the crew officers?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
Old man, he was never going to make it. He was mutating right in front of us.
Save the entire dynasty. We had to fight to kill him.
Sooner.
What about here?
Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
Ah, taking the chair.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing. Oh, well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
The white-haired man with steekly pale skin salutes you. Yep, stop going on. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. So no chance of getting out of the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you filled with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing. One of the survivors, buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
Abelard pauses for a few seconds before turning to you. He directs your attention upward to the throne that sits on the apex of the tall staircase. I'm ready, and you can call me Lord Captain if you wish. Begin the ritual. This is my ship now. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerer's currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath the thin shell is constantly changing, while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes engulfed another worldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A deep voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and the voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
Who am I? Angeline Reid von Valancius, and I oppose destiny. We make our own. It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later you realise that all these voices are a myriad of manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. Be gone, Phantom.
This violent vow to return with a trophy. A relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your head begins to spin and a viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink. You're no longer looking at Theodora. It is the trait of Vatvia. Just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition, the same terrifying voice seethed from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The image is scattered by invisible sorcerer's winds, and you see Adira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson and purple, the images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty.
Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
Ravenor turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments and addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you.
The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Abelard nods absent-mindedly.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
Ravenor does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare. His white brows furrowed.
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
Shouldn't have bloody kidnapped me, should she? It takes time for Abelard to respond. You watch as he grits his teeth, unable to bring himself to say anything. Finally, he adjusts his blood-stained coat, straightens, and begins to speak.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
After waiting for the first wave of shocked cries, Abelard glances at you and continues. Yeah, I'll take this ship.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
Abelard stopped short and glared fiercely at the confused officers.
The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say, Lord Captain.
The seneschal turns to you. He looks at least half a decade older.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of her resolve, saved those who were counting on her for protection.
I saved myself. Now this is my ship. What lies ahead, I don't know. But you'll know to follow me. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen from Abelard's face through the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well done, your ladyship. You cannot help but notice that the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You're wounded by the corrupted weapon, okay. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle ranking officers. Some posts have to be filled by the deputy, while others go unfulfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. You misspoke. Surely I'm Lady Captain, am I not? Please no mistake, your ladyship. Lady Theodora, before you, was also Lord Captain. Do not take your title literally. Think of it as a sacred rank that remains unchanging no matter who bears the warrant. You have been chosen by the Emperor to carry the honourable burden of the Rogue Trader, High Gothic, whence the title originates. It is a highly formal language, and to a certain level inflexibility is to be expected. The highly formal sacred language of the Imperium. Rogue Trader, subject of Imperium with a uniquely hereditary title. Okay, yep. And that's the ruler. Interesting, I have heard a tale of ancient world customs of a queen named Jadwiga who was also known as king, because none could stand above a king. Fair enough, have your inflexibility. That's actually a reference I'm making to medieval Poland, I think it was. Have you succeeded in tracking down Butvier? says, no, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I am afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. Oh, I'm not going to say that. Her background is crime lord. I'm more than happy to take over a powerful ship. What's on the agenda for the meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings. But this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates across the ship. They are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take gargantuan effort. Even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses. Your ladyship, take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have honour of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. How did we lose so many officers? How incompetent were they? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers, Abducted. Grimaces. Summon the officers, I'm ready. With a gesture, Abducted relays the order to the adjutants at the end of the magnificent chamber. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, their expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honour. Lord Captain Angeline Reid von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. I should introduce those present, Abelard. Make yourself useful. As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vicky Surrey Otter of the Tullyman line, our new Voxmaster. And that is a piece of technology used to communicate. Yeah, we've seen that. It's an honour to serve your lordship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, I have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I'm responsible for receiving, processing and sending all communication between you and them, as well as external sources. I'm your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hey, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factotum, Janice Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with an oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It's an honour, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. It better be. In the second row, we have the 3 officers in charge with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on ship, and lastly the Drive Master, servant of the Omnicia, supernatural entity, god of all knowledge, worshipped by the Adeptus Mechanicus. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute, resembling a dance involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priests, mechadendrites. Tentacle-like robot limb prosthetically surgically attached to the spine. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, powerful sanctioned psyker who can send and receive messages through the space using their telepathic abilities. He's unable to join us. He's in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the von Valancius' protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Voigt's treachery. I will deliver a report to your ladyship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it's possible to do so. All others present are adjutant secretaries, deputies. They are here to make recordings of proceedings. I want to hear the Infernus Master's report after this attack. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall young man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. Good. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material loss and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what's your report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next no involvement from Her Ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replenished. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum of the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Record Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Low Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on a planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level, a matter for a rogue trader. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets, grumbles Abelard, frowning. Drive Master, speak. A voice distorted by Vox Translator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed thanks to the Omniseer, but its spirits mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow I must report that the Engineer Prime, Overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos would require a replacement and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. The tech priest bows ahead. Master Helmsman, deliver your report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. We have to set so much as a toe inside the warp. I don't know what'll happen first, our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your Ladyship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nabalite station, and the station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor. You can have your beliefs as much as you want, I don't care. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull, as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. That's the cut, isn't it? The War Beast. A promise felt was extended to you by a nightmarish demonic entity that spoke to you on the bridge during the ship's translation from the warp. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. If I were you, I'd grip this chance with both hands. Or else, you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming, as long as the Prometheum and supplies last. And if any thick as Grok's shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. Don't worry about on that score. Master of Ordnance, anything to report? The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. Just ask anyone, we've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, forget yourself. The Master of Ordnance choked back the words he was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. He casts another look at you before lowering his head. I apologise profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. This ship is in ruins. Every officer is dead. The Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. He looks up at you. But I've heard of you. Oh yes. Your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of the illustrious person such as yourself. What fame? Your illustrious glory made you famous far beyond the bounds of your homeland. Okay. He adjusts his uniform and stands ramrod straight. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We're ready to fight. That's the Lord Captain's will. To summarise, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer, Engineer Prime, navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. The massive void port on the edge of the Cronus Expanse, and a notorious hotbed of vice trade and rogue trader intrigue. Can you tell me about this system? I see to the Vox Master at this point, Mistress Soliman. We are in the Record star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your ladyship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies within the system, and our attempt to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has simply failed to answer. It seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykod Menoris itself is not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what's going on. Thank you for your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Your ladyship, there's one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought this ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Cronus Expanse. Secret organisation tasked with hunting down a myriad of threats to the stability of the Emporium and all mankind. And the Cronus Expanse is a scattered, poorly explored region on the frontier of the Imperium, full of fearsome Xenos, treasure, heathen worlds, and the echoes of ancient doom. Came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed by XC. You're referring to the contents of that note, I presume? Yes, quite right, XC, Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrichs von Kalox, an interrogator, you understand? All I know is he is somewhere in this system. So we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibunda system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Ricard Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. A great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the von Valancius Protectorate. Avlad gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering from some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the Road Trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, Rogue Trader. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word burst from her lips. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. It's ringing and ringing like an echo in my... an echo like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? It's always darkest before the dawn, didn't you know that? I mean, that's true, that's called night. We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Glass? No. Not yet, anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report back, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future and find me on the bridge and we can talk. Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lip stretching a wry smile. There's nothing else of value to report. I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Alright, and that is where we will end for this episode. Please help the channel grow if you're enjoying yourself. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe. Put a like on if you want. And if you found anything worth clipping, please feel free to clip and post it.